What's up, you MMTLP Army and Moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. Many of you asked me to do a research and analysis and share a further detailed update on what is going on with MMTLP. Yes, we were destroyed yesterday. We were down 15.16% to $8.17. Now, remember, if you bought it around $2, this stock, or below $2, you're still up 400%. If you bought like in fear of missing out, there are so many people out there who bought the stock in fear of missing out. You might be at loss at the moment. $8.17. We're down 25% in the last 5 days. Take a look. 1 month we're only up 15%. Not so much gain. But if you bought around $1.59 when we started talking about the stock, you can take a look, and we're up 7x, 700% return on investment. I'll have my details as to why we are down, what is going on into the market, what you should be thinking about, what is driving this deep, whether you should buy the deep, what you should do, and why December 12th is another big update and event. Now, this is one of a kind stock because we have a backup. What is our backup? NextBridge Hydrocarbon, which is going to be a private company. The MMTLP stocks will be converted into NextBridge Hybrid that we have been talking about in terms of the dividend. So this is a win-win situation regardless, because we have been hearing in billions as to what the natural gas and resources that NextBridge has. So I'll be sharing very juicy, very important information in this particular video. We'll be talking about what could be our exit strategy. If you're making 5x, 7x, 10x, of course you should be thinking about exit strategy, and you can ride for free. When you ride for free, which means there is no money out of your own pocket. You might have already booked some profit as well. 2x, 3x, 4x return already. If you bought it around $1.52, let's say 100 stock, and you sold 50 stock at about $10. Think about it. You got the money back that you invested. You got a hefty profit as well. Plus, you have 50 shares into the game, and you can be in it to win it. So let's say if it goes to $100, 50 stocks will turn into $5,000. So you want to think about strategically when it comes to MMTLP. Now, if you convert that MMTLP into NextBridge, there is also a silver lining. I'll let you decide what you want to do. I am not a financial advisor, nor am a certified professional, and people get really upset when the stock is down, and which was the case for last 5 days. We are down 25%. Now, we have been expecting that there will be some rally. We were expecting $20 followed by $50 followed by $100, but this is not just the end. This is just the beginning of the end. That's how I will describe, and I'll precisely share this particular article with you, and we'll talk about what is going on and why we are in the final stage of Meta. Once it is approved, the record distribution date for NextBridge Hydrocarbon spin-off, and that is going to be also a big catalyst, and I'll talk about in more detail. Before I do that, I just wanted to ask you to hit the like button. We need 250 likes. I'll be sharing very important information in this video, so stick around, hit the like button, 250 likes, so we can reach out to more and more people, and we don't miss out on some of the very important stuff that you really want to keep an eye out. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, motivate me. Also turn on the notification bell, and I'll keep you posted with very important information right here. So take a look. Today, Meta approved the FINRA to halt MMTLP on December 14th at close, which is the current distribution date. Now, the record date, as you already know, I talked in my previous video as well, December 12th, which is the record date, and on that date, whoever is owning that stock will be considered on the record date. On 14th, the halt for MMTLP will be executed, or in other words, to freeze the trading on December 12th at the close with the current record date. Please take a look, and please take the time to read S1 that we have been talking about for a long period of time, and that got recently approved for MMTLP and the spin-off for NextBridge Hydrocarbon. I also shared detailed information in my previous videos about this S1 as well. No public trading after the distribution date. That is, no ex-dividend date will be there. There is no ex-dividend date. So keep that in mind. Now, what is going on and why we are down? This is number one. MMTLP, okay, another FYI post for FINRA approved $424 billion. That is done. That has to happen. Next, has to be reviewed at the Corporate Action Department, and they have 7 to 9 days total days and not business days to review. Once it's reviewed, the post of a corporation action and the daily list, when it will the broker will receive their instructions as to what they will need to do for everybody that just needs to hold and calm down to have some deep. You're letting the bears and the short sellers know that they get under your skin, and that's what exactly that they want. And what does that mean? So I'll show you this particular chart right here. So on November 29th, we know that there is an ex-dividend date. We know that there is a record date. We know December 14th, which will when there will be next bridge spin-off. But we are seeing a pretty heavy short volume still, 66.38% on November 28th, when we had 1.6 million volume and our short volume was 1.09. So which means short sellers really are playing their game. They are desperate, and I 100% agree that they're desperate to play the game. They were shorting 66% of the stock out of total FINRA volume when the volume was 1.6 million, and which is pretty high. When our volume was 927,000 on November 29th, guess what? Our short volume was 41.04%, which means they are still in the game. They want to still keep shorting and trying to scare the bulls, and which also means that many people will start selling off thinking that it won't have a short squeeze. So you decide yourself what you exactly want to do. You're letting the bears and the short sellers know that they can get under your skin, and that's what exactly that they want, which is for you to sell again. The particular user right here, this particular user, they're saying, I'm not selling, not for at least $500 a share, and have a great day. So I agree to the sentiment. I'm not sure whether it's going to get $500. I'm not really sure it will get to $200 or $100, but what I'm thinking is there will be some very much volatility as we get closer to December 12th. Now do your own due diligence, because at the end of the day, that's your money, your investment, and you are responsible for what you do. This is just merely, I'm sharing this information based on my research, what I believe, my personal opinion, and this is only for the educational and entertainment purposes, nothing more than that. This is definitely not buy or sell advice, as many people write into my comment section as well. Now, metamaterial, with this, we already know that the short squeeze is one thing, but we are entering into the final phase as Meta approved already the record and distribution dates for the next bridge hydrocarbon spin-off. Now, if you're new to this, there are two types of people. One, they have already invested. They've been watching my videos since I shared this information when we were at $1.59, and I've been continuously covering that. You can watch my channel, you can click on the videos and go back 3 to 4 or 5 weeks, and you should be able to see that I've been covering this. I've been talking about 10x, 15x return into this stock, and we have already made it. If you bought it around $1.50 and we went to $12.50 already, so 150. So let's take a look right here. We were at 150 and we went as high as $12.50 right here on the November 21st, which means you already made 9x return on your investment within just 4 to 5 weeks, and that's the power of this channel. So if you are not still subscribed, you're missing out. Hit the subscribe button. Click the like button, because so many people are out there that did not really know about MMTLP. They did not really know about the stock that I'm covering right now. Cosmos Holding, ticker symbol COSM. We have done amazingly well into this stock as well. Take a look right here, 643% in last 4 weeks. We have been talking about. Congratulations if you bought this stock below 20 cents. I want to really go back to MMTLP, and I'll talk a little bit about Cosmos COSM. This is Nasdaq traded entity as well. You can do the pre-trading, pre-hour trading. You can do after-hour trading as well, but one of kind stock is MMTLP. This is OTC traded stock, so you can't really do it outside of the market hours, and this is, once again, there is some lag, there is some delay, because OTC stock, what you can expect, right? So once again, take it with grain of salt, but we are seeing a very high short volume. We are also seeing that the bears are scaring some of the people as well. Now, what has happened? Let me go back to this particular article, because I want to really talk about what this means and what it means in terms of the hydrocarbon. There is a full explanation of the record and distribution date below, and we are talking about shareholders for the record date of December 12th with the distribution date that is set for December 14th, after which MMTLP will cease the trade. And this is the key thing, that there won't be any MMTLP. The trade will be seized. The ticker will be seized as well. Now, please note that the FINRA has not yet approved, which already has been done. They have filed the 424B, and upon the completion of this distribution, The next Bridge Hydrocarbons will be an independent private company sitting on 3.2 billion to 3.7 billion potential recovery of the oil companies. This project located in West Texas, and you can read this on this particular site, Microcap Daily, and you can do further research as well. MMTLP is currently the biggest short squeeze into the market, and what the estimation is, estimated 80 million plus shares that were sold short, and they have to cover before the MMTLP stops trading. And when they are going to stop trading? On December 14th. So we're not too far. We are on December 1st right now, ladies and gentlemen. We only have 13 more days to go. Out of that, we'll have some weekends, so on and so forth, and we should be able to see some of the volatility. I strongly believe since early October, MMTLP has skyrocketed. We already know that from below $2, we went all the way up to $12.50. Now, if you have been watching this channel, if you are a subscriber, if you turn on the notification bell, you know all these stocks well in advance. You decide whether you want to buy the dip or not. I'm here to tell you the information. I'm not saying buy at $8. Now, there could be some risk involved because you can make 2x, 5x, 15x return on your investment, but the best price was to buy under $2. I'm not saying $1.50 because at that point, not many people knew about this stock. Not many people had a lot of buzz about this stock as well. But if you didn't buy it or below $2, you really should be thinking about your exit strategy. Don't be greedy, because you want to be fearful when the market is greedy. You want to be greedy when the market is fearful. That's the mantra of this stock market trading. And if you have 10 bets and you win on 6 and you made 5, 6, 7x return, or maybe 10x, you are the winner. Now, so think about it as well. Skyrocketed from $2, as I already mentioned, to all the way to $12.50. Now, how great is that per share? Now, as we already discussed in previous article, the historical short squeeze will be after the record date. There could be. Now, there is a backup plan. We already know that the conversion in next Bridge Hydrocarbon, because they're sitting on billions of dollars of potential recovery that they are already talking about. Now, with that, as we discussed with the previous article, historical short squeeze will be, the record date will be there as well. The prime position, MMTLP has already been widely compared with other short squeeze like HKD, Overstock, OSTK, AMC, GME, so on and so forth, which squeezed from $7 to $120. Right now, we're in the similar zone, right? We're around $8, and we can go $100, maybe $150, $125. Again, like many people are speculating around $500 and $1,000 as well, but that's only speculation. I do not have crystal ball, so no one has crystal ball, so they don't really know. It will be seller's market for sure, and you should be doing your own due diligence and want to make sure that how it plays out as we get closer to December 12th. Now, with this announced, there is an excitement with MMTLP, and there is a selling. People are not selling until $100. Someone is not selling around $150, so on and so forth. Now, what's going on in terms of the volume? Our average volume 1.02 million for last X days, and they do the average right now. The current volume that we saw yesterday was 1.4 million. So the volume is pretty healthy. Our range was $7.76, and we hammered pretty bad. We destroyed, and there was fear of missing out. People bought it around $8, $9. Now they're at loss. There's a ton of FUD going on in the market, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And you want to really make sure that where the fear is, where you are sitting in terms of the fear, in terms of the concerns, and what you can do, and build the conviction as to what you want to do. Now, if you bought it around $2, yes, you are in a great shape, and you may or may not be super worried about. But if you bought it around $10, once again, might not be the best price, because people had fear of missing out, and that's precisely what they did. I've been telling you on this channel that fear of missing out is one of not so great strategy. Take a look. 927,000 was the volume that we saw when we had at $9.44 as well low. Our high was $10.15. Today our volume was, or yesterday rather, our volume is 1.4 million. With that, we went to all the way to in sevens. Take a look, sevens. We did not go in sevens after November the 15th, and in 1st of December or November 30th, we'll start seeing the sevens, because there's a lot of FUD, and the short sellers are super desperate, in my opinion. So we did 1.4 million. We do not really have the numbers in terms of what was the short volume and what percentage of shorts were there. I'll keep you posted as soon as we receive that. Now, while we're here, we also want to take a look at the metamaterials Inc. MMAT, the Nasdaq traded entity. We were not really doing great either on MMAT. 3.55% down. 5 days we are down 1.52%. pretty much we were flat. Now, what is going on in terms of the volume here as well? November 30th, our volume was 10.4 million, as you can see right here, which is 14 million the day before on November 29th. So again, the volume is playing important role, healthy volume. If you take a look, we have more than 15,500 watchers on stock tweets, and there is a lot of sentiment going around this as well. There's a lot of FUD. People have fear of missing out. At the same time, once they buy it, they have fear now, uncertainty now, doubt, and they will start selling. They'll start booking losses as well. On the stock, really quickly, so this is what I wanted to tell you, why we are down for MMTLP, what you can think about MMTLP as well. Another stock that I really quickly want to cover is Cosmos, because you want to be ready for the next play while you're booking the profit on the current play. And guess what? We have been finding some of the great stocks on this channel, and there is a record, and you can take a click on videos. You can go down. We have made money out of HCMC. We have made money out of CTRM, ILUS, CYBL, you name them, all the stocks. But the thing is SNDL, people lost money in many of the stock. Zomedica Corp, thousands of dollars we made, a few $1,000s. I don't want to say tens of thousands, but a few $1,000s at least personally I made. A lot of my subscribers made. We sold Zomedica Corp at $3. Guess what? Where we are with Zomedica Corp? 22 cents, 25 cents. So what I'm trying to say is, exit strategy is very important. You don't really want to be super greedy, and you want to decide what price point that you want to book the profit. And if you have multiple stocks, you can make it happen. Now, that's a part. Let me share another stock that I have been talking about is Cosmos. Now, Cosmos did not really have a great day either yesterday. We're down 23%. 5 days we're up 26%. Take a look at what we did in last 4 weeks. We're up 7x, 643%, which is massive in my opinion. One of a kind stock as well. We're looking for short squeeze here as well. A lot of people are talking about, and what interesting that I found is there is the same community who is buying MMTLP or MMAT. They're also buying sticker symbol COSM, Cosmos, that you already know. This is a Nasdaq traded stock. The stock is going to do pretty well. We have already been doing pretty well. Take a look at where we were. So COSM stock, the trend is your friend. We were at 100% just before a day, and right now we are going down and we are at 33%. Now this is going to revert back, because the reason why we're down in terms of the trend is the stock is down. There is a dip, but the related queries tells me AMC, MMAT, MULN, GTII, KAL stock as well. And the people who are already in AMC, GME, MMAT, MULN, muln, they're also into this particular stock, and which is once again the great sign that you want to think about. Now take a look what we did. Yes, we're down, I agree, but our volume was 142 million, ladies and gentlemen. The average volume is close to 40 million, but we are way above that 142 million, the way about this 40 million volume. You want to once again take it with a grain of salt. We started talking about this stock around 20-ish cent. Take a look, we're 3x already. Our volume is pretty healthy. We're 285 million in volume day before yesterday, and 145 million in volume on November 30th. So healthy volume. Before that, we were doing below 100 million in terms of the volume. Now we are doing above 100 million in terms of the volume. Once again, Cosmos, I love the stock. I hope you like this video, because I've been bringing, and I hope you like my channel as well, because I've been bringing some of the very juicy, important information. 250 likes, ladies and gentlemen. I deserve the like. You give me the like, you give me the subscribes, and I'll make sure I bring very new stock and so much opportunities into the market. I don't hold onto one stock, especially when it spikes up to 5x, 7x, 10x, and I start looking for another opportunity. What I do is I like to share with you, hoping you can also get the advantage. So help me out as well. Hit the like button, 250 likes, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.